Good morning, Keller Williams, and welcome back to the Katy CommandMC 66-Day Challenge 2.0, and today is day 6. So we remain inside of the Recruits applet today, and we're going to focus on adding activities, appointments, and tasks inside of CommandMC. So let's dive in to our Recruit applet, and we're going to click on our Recruit Management. Let's pull up one of our favorite recruits. We haven't talked to Peter Griffin in a second, so we will click on Peter Griffin. And you can see in doing so, we open up Peter's recruit record. And from here, we've got multiple tabs across the top. First tab we're going to go into is the timeline tab. And we're going in the timeline because we want to start logging some activities that we've had with Peter. So in order to do that, we can click on the Add Activity button, top right, and you can see we get a pop-up with 3 interaction types. Did we meet with Peter? Did we have a call with Peter? Did we have a text with Peter? So let's say that we actually called Peter because we were looking to meet with him. So we're going to log a call, and Peter actually answered the phone. So we're going to choose the outcome was answered. Let's say we called him last week, and you can see we can log our calls retroactively. So we called him last week, spoke to Peter, willing to meet next week, 5/21, to talk about a possible move to KW. Right? Now again, remember, we're calling our recruits in a TCPA friendly and compliant sort of way. Always make sure you're checking the DNC list, guys. But this activity has now been logged. I can click on save, and you're going to see that in the timeline, which goes from top to bottom, we've now got a phone call logged. And here's the note on that phone call. Let's just say that we intend to meet with him yesterday, and so we actually sent him a text, right? I'm just going to log all my correspondence. I'm going to say that we texted him the day before. That text was sent and it was received. Right? I know it was received because he replied back to it. And we're going to say that we sent that text on 5/20. Text sent to confirm Peter's appointment on 5/21. All right, so I've got that done. Just make sure I'm logging all my activities. Finally, I want to add the appointment. So he actually showed up yesterday. We had the meeting, so I can click on meeting. I can come into description and write in the description here, right? This is a limited way to track my appointments meetings. Best practice, though, would be to use the Appointments tab. So I wanted to show you that you can log meetings here, and yet, ideally, we don't do that. And you're like, Marty, you just showed me how to do something, you're going to tell me not to do it? Yes, because we're going to come to the Appointments tab, and I'm going to show you the reason why you would want to use Appointments over Meeting, right? And the reason being is there's a significant amount of things we can do inside of the Appointment tab. So let's go to New Appointment. Now you can see, look at all the options we have. First of all, right, who did the appointment? So let's just say that was our team leader. And here's our TL test TL. The appointment type, it was a needs analysis. We were really trying to find out what would be the best options for Peter if he came over to KW. And as we said, we held that yesterday. Here's the detailed notes of that actual meeting. And because I either wrote on a whiteboard and I took a picture of it, maybe I used a remarkable, maybe I'm just typing my notes in Word or Notepad or something similar, you can see that I can actually attach files to this appointment. And this is really helpful, right? Having detailed notes and or attachments. Because if Peter says, yeah, I'll get back to you, and he doesn't for 6 months, and then he shows up and says, Marty, if you can guarantee that you can do all the things you told me to do last May, then I'm ready to come over. And you're like, I don't remember what I told Peter last May. Here's a great way to go back and reference those notes and or any documents that you had attached. So I can click on Save the Appointment. And now this appointment has been logged inside of the recruit card. When we get into, and we will soon, the recruit pipeline, it's also important that because I set, excuse me, and held an appointment, I would want to make sure that I was going through the appointment pipeline as well. But right now we're strictly in the recruit card, showing you how to log an activity, either a text or a call, how to log an appointment. But ideally, again, we would have Peter in our pipeline, moving him to the appointment phase and choosing the appointment stage of appointment set and then appointment held. Lastly, we do have tasks. So I wanted to show you how to add a task. You can see that if we come into the tasks option, we've got checklist tasks and then we've got other tasks. So checklist tasks are only fired by the actual stages that you create in the pipeline. And we've got videos coming up on your opportunity pipeline. So you can see there's no option to add a checklist task. That has to be automated by your pipeline stages. However, if we change this to other tasks, we do have the ability to manually create a task when doing that. And so we can come in and put in a task name. Maybe that's a send copy of MREA. I'd like that done by the end of the week. I'm going to assign that to, let's just say, good old Bellatrix, right? My OP, you can see all the different, right? Maybe it's Broccoli. Good old Broccoli is going to mail off a copy of the MREA. Please mail copy of MREA with short card from me. Please address to Peter, handwrite. Peter, it was great meeting you. Look forward to seeing you soon. All right, and then I could put in a hyperlink if I wanted to. I can now create this task, and we'll see that the task actually then shows up and assigned to Broccoli Test Account 1. That's the way that we can view our tasks. We can even see completed tasks, archived tasks, expired tasks, and then of course upcoming tasks as well. That's it for today, guys. Basically a quick run through of your timeline tab and adding your activities. This is really important when it comes to calls. It's also important to log your text as well if you want to remember those. Although I can add an activity of a meeting, I most likely want to do that inside the appointment tab. And more than likely, I wanted to be doing that inside of my pipeline, and we will get to that very soon when we move from recruit management to recruit pipeline. Finally, the ability to create tasks and or view and sort tasks that have been added to our recruits from our recruit pipeline. That's all for day 6, guys. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and as always, I'll look forward to speaking with you again real soon.